Hello, I'd like to talk a little bit about a great program that we have through Indiana University as they're partnering with us here at Franklin Community High School for a program called the Indiana College Core. And what the Indiana College Core is it's a great chance for your students to earn 30 or more dual credits, so high school college credits here at Franklin Community High School, where they could go into college as potentially sophomores. I have a friend whose son went through this program. He started last year at Indiana University, and he is going to graduate next year at midterm. So that's when he would be able to graduate. And so that would take him about 2.5 years in order to graduate because he got so many dual credits in high school. And that's the opportunity that we have here for you. We'll go through a little bit of what it would take in order to do it. And we'll also just go over the classes that we would take a look at. But basically, it's 30 credits, at least 30 credits through Indiana University from Franklin Community High School classes. And that will get you the Indiana College Core. And what the Indiana College Core would do is, let's say you are going to go to Ball State or Purdue or another state public college. They may say, well, that's great that you took a dual credit English class through your high school, but that does not count as our dual credit English class. You have to take our dual credit English class. The credit that you took just counts as electives. If you get this, then it said for all Indiana State high school or Indiana State colleges, public Indiana State colleges, that they have to count those as a chunk. So it has to be the English credit. They cannot say, no, that does not count as that. It has to. So, and a lot of public colleges or private colleges will take these credits as well. So what we'll do is we'll take a look at maybe what the path would be that you would go down as far as taking a look at the classes and what we would have. So you see, we've got the kind of the overview of it. So the first class that we would look at is English composition. Now there's different boxes that we would have to get in order to get this credit, but you have to get different credits from different boxes. So the first one is English composition, which is 3 credits. So you would need one of these. What I would recommend doing, because it's a little bit later down the road of how it'll affect it, is taking your junior year AP Lang. And then if you get that credit, the 4 or 5 on your AP score, then you do not have to take this W131. And that eliminates that. You do not have to take it your senior year. However, if you do not get that credit, then we would just put W131 in your senior year, and you would have 3 English credits your senior year. So not as ideal, but we could still make it happen. Then looking down below, English composition, speaking and listening, P155, public speaking, that is a senior year class, and you would need to take that. If we look down below, quantitative reasoning, we have several different math classes. You would just really need to take one of these. If you see right here, pre-calculus, mathematics, trigonometry, functions, that is 6 credits. That would be taken after Algebra 2. So we're looking at sophomore, junior, senior year for that. If you do have, or if you have taken that and you are done, then you can take finite or calculus there as well. You can also take AP Calc if you want as well. It just kind of depends on the majors that you have, the colleges that you want to go to, but that's something that we would look at as well. A little bit further down, we got quantitative reason, or we've got humanistic and artistic ways of knowing, 6 credits. So we need 2 of these classes, and this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So this L111, this is a 1 semester class your junior year. So you would take, let's say, AP Lang and L111. So technically you could have 3 English classes your junior year. At some point your junior year or your senior year, you would need to take 3 English classes in order to get this. So if you get L111 your freshman or your junior year, then your senior year you would take L202. And if you look at this L202, that's a 200 level course that you would be taking in high school. I would highly recommend doing that because taking a 200 level course in high school is just such a great thing to have in your back pocket. And then finally, we have this art appreciation class. This is kind of offered for right now. We don't know how it's going to be offered in the future. It's online for free over the summer. but we don't know if it will be offered for free this summer or in 3 years from now for freshmen, if it will be offered. So the best thing to do, like we talked about, is to take AP Lang, get that credit, and L111 your junior year. And then if that doesn't work, then we can take W131, P155, and L202 your senior year. We look down here at social and behavioral ways of knowing. 2 courses for 6 credits. You've got the H105 and 106 American History 1 and 2. That's U.S. History your junior year. That covers the credits that you need. I would also recommend, if you see here, Psychology 2. This is, and then down on the next one, Psychology 1. I would recommend taking that senior year probably, because a lot of majors that you're going to go into are going to have you take psychology. So this P101 that you see on the underneath scientific ways of knowing, that's going to be first semester. P102 is going to be second semester. So that will kind of check that off, and we can also get some credits out of the way as well. We also will have a business class. That's an introduction 1 semester business class. And then this is going to be the ACP government class that we have. So several different options. You can get a good chunk of credits with that. And then lastly, we've got scientific ways of knowing. So these are the science classes. Chemistry, C101 and 121. This should be your sophomore year. You should be in there. That's chemistry, ACP chemistry. And then you can take that and get that kind of out of the way. That also eliminates the 5 credits that you need. If you are interested in a career in the medical field, this biology L111 or L100 is a great course as well. So just be looking at those and keep those in mind. And then also, if you're in Spanish, you can take Spanish 4 and Spanish 5. Those will give you credits. They don't count under any of the blocks, but they do count towards the 30 credits. So something to keep in mind as well. And if you need other credits, whether that's a dual credit or anything like that through Ivy Tech, then there are certain things that we can do, as far as they sometimes offer free classes over the summer. So it's something we could look at as well. I know there's probably a lot of questions about this, but as we meet with students as counselors, we kind of push them in this direction. It is a great program. I mean, going to college as a sophomore saves $20, $25, $30, $35, $45,000 in tuition, and gets you started on a path of taking these classes in high school, getting them out of the way, and you can start your majors in the classes that you're more interested in. So I definitely recommend doing this. If you've got any questions about this, and I'm sure you do, and that's totally fine, you can reach out to myself or any of or your students' counselors, and they can help you out with that as well. So hopefully this was helpful, and it gave you some information on what we do offer as dual credit high school and college credit courses.